I'd like to remind everybody that we have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of migrants here illegally that have convicted of crimes.
There was a Augusta University girl by the name of Laken Riley, 22-year-old beautiful girl, who was murdered in February of last year, so almost a year ago, 11 months ago, by an illegal Venezuelan, illegal immigrant from Venezuela. While jogging, okay? The story did become something. We talked about it a little bit. You may remember Megyn Kelly referencing it in that Trump rally a day or two before the election, and how it's like, man, the progressives failed her. If you care about women, you might not want women to be raped and or killed by illegal immigrants. Well, there has been a bill sitting in Congress called the Laken Riley Act, and let me throw to a tweet here from End Wokeness. These are the names of the 159 Democrats who voted against the Laken Riley Act, which detains illegals over theft. Pass it on. So 159 Democrats yesterday voted against the Laken Riley Act, which just would have detained illegals over theft. I mean, think how radically anti-American. I don't know how you could put your hand on the Bible or whatever else these people put it on at this point and swear to it that you will defend the Constitution of the United States if you won't detain an illegal who committed a crime. That girl is dead. Now let me show you a sane Democrat. And yes, you already know who it is. It's hoodie-wearing John Fetterman from Pennsylvania. And here he is fully just, the guy gets it now.
Like, it's really common sense. And I'd like to remind everybody that we have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of migrants here illegally that have convicted of crimes. And why, I don't know why, who wants to defend that, to allow them to remain in our nation after that? And now, if you're here illegally and you're committing crimes and those things, I don't know why anybody thinks that it's controversial that they all need to go.
Do you think that this was one of, if not the biggest issue for this election?
Well, I think if we can't, there's 47 of us in the Senate, and if we can't pull up with 7 votes, if we can't get at least 7 out of 47, and if we can't, then that's the reason why we lost. That's one of them. That's one of why we lost, in part.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. He reminds me of Robert De Niro in the movie Awakenings, if you have not seen it, about the guy who was basically in a coma and then gets this experimental medication. It's based on a true story, I think, that happened in Queens in the 60s, and gets some experimental medication and his brain turns on for a while. The ending's sort of sad. Robin Williams, and it's a great movie. Anyway, the guy has come around, right? For whatever his progressives' mistakes were, and I'm sure I have some disagreements on some things with him and everything else, he has come around, and he is really probably the most public, sane Democrat at this point. If they can't get 7 people on their side of the aisle, right? Like, what is the purpose of this party at this point?